Good morning. Okay, let's get our sound. I don't know why I always forget to do that, but I do. We're going to play No Man's Land today. I would prefer to play Ganantal, but I'm going to try to keep this farm alive as well. Hey, Bryce. I wanted to add a mod to this. I don't remember what it was. Course play. Well, I want to practice with that. I'm going to add it. I don't know if we'll actually learn how to use it, but I'm going to add it anyway. But that's not the mod I was thinking of. I can't remember what I was thinking. What was I thinking? Crunchy crunch. Jess is being crunchy in the background. Don't see it. It's been a while since you've been on, Bryce? Yeah, I think it's been a bit. Hey, Mike. How is Texas today? Oh, never mind. The answer is there. Michael says 105 Fahrenheit. No, it's cold over here. Like, it's not cold, but it's cool. We just literally just closing the door right now. It's 23 degrees Celsius here. It is going to warm up, so it'll get hotter. I don't see another mod. We'll just continue. We'll survive. It's always hot there? How hot is it there? Bryce, how hot are you guys? Yeah, 113, that's unbearable. That's you can't go work outside in that temperature. 90 Fahrenheit, Bryce? I'm not sure what we are at, 23 Celsius? Does Jess have a rough guess? She says 73, 75 is her guess. Oh, start. Oh, right, we were doing stuff. Why am I not appearing on Steam? Let's take a look. I'm there. Just a double check. Jess says 73. Set the Fahrenheit here. There we go. Monday we're going to be 31. Tuesday will be 31 Celsius. So what's that in Fahrenheit? Still not as hot as Texas. 88? Yeah, so it'll be warm here, but not unbearably warm. Man, what I would give for a forklift that had side shift on it. I'm gonna struggle. What's that? Oh, you almost clicked on the other game? We're thinking about playing V-Horizon tonight. I'm doing a live stream, having all three J's playing. We're thinking about it. It's a unique genre of game. It mixes like different genres together, I think. Kind of the viewpoint of, what were those games called again? Baldur's Gate, viewpoint. Can we put 3 of those side by side? I think so. Yeah, we've had a particularly cool spring and summer, which I am not complaining about. I'll take a particularly cool spring and summer, but they're worried about forest fire season coming soon here. What? I put the big button here? I don't remember doing that. Maybe I accidentally clicked it. Do you really want to go back to bed? Yeah, it was a bit of a short night. I just couldn't fall asleep. We both have very sore arms. Isn't. Other than the sore arm and lack of sleep, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not feeling worse today than yesterday evening. And last time I felt a little worse the next day, so I think it's a good sign. Hey, Iron Thunder. Again? Because I missed you the first time? I saw Linda remark that her Wi-Fi battery needs to be charged. I know, I'm like, what? Like, I've never heard of a battery-powered Wi-Fi. Like, it might be a Wi-Fi booster that needs to be charged or something. I don't know. Because our router is plugged right into the power source, and our router shoots out Wi-Fi. Although neither of our PCs are hooked up to the Wi-Fi. We are directly plugged into the router. It'd be dumb to use Wi-Fi when you can plug it in. Because Wi-Fi is always slower than plugging it directly into the router. Only use Wi-Fi when you have to. I use Wi-Fi for the laptop because I'm just too lazy to go plug it in. And it's further off from the router. It'd be a tripping hazard. And then of course the cell phone, I use Wi-Fi. Yeah, Michael, same with me. I'm like, I thought all Wi-Fi, all routers just plug into the wall, but like I said, it might be a booster. Maybe her router is plugged into the wall and she's got a Wi-Fi booster. I'm not sure, but I've never heard even the booster. I've seen boosters plug into walls, so I'm like, I've never seen battery-powered Wi-Fi. All right. Is there anything to do on the farm? So, I don't think there was. I think we need to move to the next day. If you want to help load pallets here. You know, you can do it by hand. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely do it by hand. Just because I bought a forklift doesn't mean we're not doing it not by hand. We're going to buy more forklifts in the future, so we have to do less and less by hand. But I don't have a problem using hand for pallets because pallets are so bugged up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Who? No. What was? Oh. On what? Oh, okay, yes. I knew that was leaving me open for that's what she said comments. Is that what I got? I left a comment. One of our friends bought RAM, and he has got old RAM, and was wondering if plugging that RAM into another friend's computer would help that friend have better computer speed with mismatched RAM. And I just said, just push it in and see what happens, or just put it in and see what happens. And I knew I was leaving myself open for you can always stick it in and see what happens. So just hang on. Yeah, we have a bunch of our friends that have, well, we have at least one of our friends that has COVID, so two most likely. And we hung out with them all last weekend, so I don't think I would have got myself jabbed yesterday if I had known that. But I have felt no symptoms yet, so maybe we got lucky and they actually caught it after. Because they did things together after us, so. But COVID's going around with my friend group right now. There's actually quite a big outbreak right now, so I'm not too worried. We should give this forklift some kind of storage or a little garage to park under. Oh. So what are we doing with this factory? That is not the right screen. Hmm? Oh, swallowing saw blades. That sucks. So it's more like a sore throat thing. What am I looking for? Grain mill. Okay, I'm sure I missed some comments. Michael says he's under emergency heat warning. Or under a watch now. Fire watch and thunderstorm watch. Yep, we're starting to get into the fire watch season. Storing. Okay, so that's good. Okay, I'm just going to bring this to the bakery because distributing isn't bringing it to the bakery, and I don't understand why. So I'm going to bring it there manually. Which is the bakery? This one? I think this one. The other one's milk, right? Yeah, this is bakery. Where do I drop it off for the bakery? I have it just... Yes, I had it distributing and it did nothing. It just sat there. So I switched it to storing so I could manually bring it here to the bakery. Remember I brought this up? Oh, sure, you can put it to distributing, sure. I have no problem with that. I have to make you a farm manager. Yeah, that's all good there. Okay, we'll just park the pickup over here, sort of out of the way. What is our silage doing? Yep, we're making silage there. Okay, we're good there. We're good there. Fed all the cows. I think we still have stuff to sell, right? Soybean. We still have soybean to sell. We are in May. It says soybean best price will be in June, so yeah, that's going to be here very quick. Ha. I'm going to not go sleep. I'm just going to fast forward time and see what happens with the soybean price, because we're close to wanting to sell. Look at that thunderstorm move through. Do we have any debt? Yeah, we do. 40 grand. 1,830. So Iron Thunder said hello and then hello again. I bet you he is having internet issues because there's no further responses. I did see Gnantal is in testing. Brand new map might be out by Monday or Tuesday. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see if they come back with any issues or allow the map in. $1,192. Looking for 1,100 for soybean. Do I remember seeing stones when the option was on in Gnantal? I never turn stones on in Gnantal because I don't like stones, so... Maybe you don't have stones on your map, is what you're saying? That could be problematic. I actually wanted to start up Gnantal instead of this map. I'm like, nope, I gotta play this map at least once every weekend. I already played Gnantal this weekend. Well, I guess it was Thursday night, but for me it's a weekend already. Because my weekend is early this week. Of course that ends early this week too, but I'm back to work tomorrow.
I'm not 100% theory, but theory.
What's your theory?
That you don't own the land.
I don't own what land?
This land here, right? Or do you own it?
I own that land.
It's in theory, you should send me this forest. I was like, what if you don't own the land?
I own the land and the bakery, yes. Oh, okay, so you're leaving for a vacation, so if it doesn't pass, you just have to wait till a week after and then work on it then. We're gone the week after. Alright, let's see here. It's right at its max price. I think I should just sell. It's still going up, but you know how it slowly goes up, slowly goes up, slowly goes up, and then all of a sudden just drops like a rock. So I'm going to sell. It's a really good price. I'm not going to regret selling it at this price. How much soybean do we have left in storage? Not enough. I'm not going to sell that bit. We'll sell this and call it good. Like I said, a really good price. We will be debt free after this load. $41 grand just out of the truck. We are debt free just from the truck. And the trailer is all cash in our pocket. I'm just excited that you have a map in testing. You're doing a 118K grass baling contract in Ganantal. Whoo! That's a bit of a job. Ganantal, course play. I have to go watch how to make course play work, and then use course play. And a map that big, unless you have a lot of people joining multiplayer, course play is going to be important to learn. Okay. You're doing that now? Well, I'm going to go sleep and then you have to redo all of it right away. In fact, we can sleep first and then I can clean up this truck after. I'll do that right now. And there should be a bunch of stuff to do now. Somebody parked an obnoxious pickup in the way. Don't know who that could have been. Combine self-unload? Okay. I found a tutorial that seemed really helpful, so it's definitely the type of mod that you need to watch a tutorial for. Okay, let's take a look. That's the wrong button. Is our grass ready to be cut? No. How do we know when we have to do the grapes? I think we have to prune them. I don't think we've pruned them yet. Maybe we did prune them and they're just growing now. We did mulch the ground, so there's no weeds there. So I guess we just skip to the next day? No, the cows are not dead. We have to just feed them. Have you fed the chickens yet? Okay, you're watering. I'm gonna go feed the chickens. Oh, and hi, Milo. What? Yes, I saw you state that 4X maps can't go on consoles. I guess that's a memory, max memory thing. So that's easy to fix, Iron Thunder. Just redo that map as a 1X map. Just have everything that much smaller. It'd be easy. Just redo the map. Just shrink it. Easy peasy. You could do it within a day. Make the mini map more mini. Exactly. Milo Girl's on it. "4x minus 3x equals 1x." Yeah, it's simple. That's like asking artists, why does it cost so much? Why does it cost so much? Why can I not? Oh, Jess is in that tractor. Oop, I'm stuck. We'll just walk there. I'm gonna go assist. Okay. Whoa, she's gonna run me over. Let me pull out some bales here. I can't remember my cheat sheet, but I'm gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. I went 8 and 4. Oh, a 4X map was accidentally released on consoles. The Rombaugh's Road? What happened to that? Was there some excitement with that? Here, I'll start filling silage into there. You threw that one right over the top. They're getting ground up. They're meeting their purpose. Circle of life. Gonna make healthy cows. How's our mix looking? Oh, it just switched colors to silage mix, so we must be okay. Or mixed food ration, or what's it again? Total mixed food ration, TMR. Total mixed rations, TMR. TMI. I mean TMR. So they pulled it off of the platforms, but did it crash the platforms? I wonder if people that tried it, what happened to those people? How many more buckets? One more bucket, maybe? Oh, yep. Not even quite. Just a partial bucket. I have to manually hit unload? I thought it automatically started. I guess maybe I have to manually do it. I can't remember. See, the cows are eating it already. Yeah, me either. So we have to transport flour again? Yeah, we'll go get the trailer and transport again. Oops, oops. Before we skip to the next day, let's do that. I don't know why. It's you did the same thing on your map and it worked? It won't distribute. And hey, Wild West. How's Wild West doing today? You change your name a lot, don't you? Oh, wait. I went and checked out your other account. This is going to be a different account, isn't it? Yes, this is a different account. Yeah. That's what it is. Okay, pick up. Oh, you're going to back up a little bit further so we can get the forklift in there. Just enough room on the back so we can get by. The front of the trailer should be right about there. That's where you originally had it? Ah, yeah, so just like us, we have a gaming channel and a trucking channel. How's the weather in your neck of the woods, Wild West? Here I thought I was lined up with the trailer. Pretty sunny. Going to the lake. Sunny enough to go enjoy lake weather. Yeah, we are sunny, cloudy. In fact, I would go for a motorcycle ride today if I wasn't so sore. Might be too. The lake itself might be too cold. Yeah. Our lake is a lot colder this year than past years. We had such a cold spring that our lake is cold. Niece and nephew had no problem jumping in the lake, but they're from up north. Hey, Mac. Hey, Mac, do you watch any Marvel shows? Hey, Ghost Bear. Why don't you start a new row instead of putting another one there? That way you don't have to wait for me. Where I just put a pallet, or on the second layer, or whatever. Just because obviously you're much faster than I am with a forklift. Also, Wild West, you guys are actually warmer than normal due to the lack of snow. Okay, so what about the TV show Miss Marvel? Have you watched that? The fact that it's based on Pakistani people, culture, how have you watched that at all? And if so, what do you think of it? It's obviously quite liberal Islamic views in the show, but I was just wondering what your point of view was of Miss Marvel. It's obviously a more kid type of show, like it's based on a teenager, awkward teenager type of thing, but I'm enjoying the show so far. Ghost Bear, what we're at 24 Celsius now, and cloudy, sunny. We're getting 27, 32 by Monday. You haven't seen it yet. Yeah, once you watch it, let me know. It's definitely. They even make a trip to Pakistan. So for me, it's all actors and actresses that I don't recognize. I'm wondering how many of them are Bollywood people that anyone that watches Bollywood would recognize. Yeah, I'm sure the Islam in the show is watered down, simplified, just like any TV show, right? But I was just wondering if you hated it or were okay with it, the way they portrayed Pakistan and Islam. For being an American TV show. I'm just like, how accurate are they actually, considering it's American? It's like, how well is this actually told? I want a Pakistani point of view. I read the reviews and some of them absolutely love it. Other people hate it. I'm enjoying the show. It's a good storytelling. Ooh, I'm getting all glitched out. Oh, Wild West. A couple of years ago, you still had a cup of snow this time of year. Yeah, you guys are fairly far north, right? No, yeah, the mountains still have snow, but not anywhere. Like Mount Kobo even has no snow. But there's still some mountains that have lots of snow, but... Well, yeah, you guys are like an hour north of Toronto or so, right? So... We lived very near Point Pelee, Ontario, so quite far away from where Wild West lives. Jess is from Michigan, so at one point we lived fairly close to each other. Yeah, I checked out your channel, and in your channel you tell us exactly where you live, so... Not exactly, but very close. Yeah, your dirt bike riding and snowmobile riding is actually cool. You should do more of that. Hmm? The drums? You like the drums? I'm not into music big, but yeah, I'm a fan of the snowmobiling. If you keep into the snowmobiling as you get older and do some long distance trips, I think there'd be good videos in that. That lake north of you, does that freeze over in the winter? Can't remember what the lake is called. Let's take a quick peek. That's not the right button. There, that lake right there. Does that freeze over the winter? Lake Simcoe. Can you go like ice fishing and snowmobiling on top of it? It doesn't freeze over? Too big of a lake, I guess. How's our bakery doing for? Oh, yeah. Lots of room. Yeah, we can... All the flour we produce can all go in the bakery, period. Okay, so it'll freeze around the docks. Cool. I remember all on Lake Erie, the shoreline would freeze, but nothing else would. So you'd get really thick ice right along the shoreline, but not further onto the lake. What's that? Flowers in green? Oh, over here. It's gone from yellow to green. Got it. 10-foot ice wall. Yeah. Yeah, the wind can blow up the ice onto the shoreline and make these huge walls. I don't think you can understand that concept unless you've lived in a place like that. It's some pretty good loud crunching when the wind picks up and pushes the wind onto shore. You've watered all the animals. Hmm? Oh, yeah, hungry. Yeah. Does that mean we lost those eggs? Or will they show up magically now soon? I've not had that message before either. Whoops. I don't have my cheat sheet with me here because it's in the big rig. Yes, I have to call them and see if it's ready to be picked up. Hey, Don. Okay. Well, that's all I can do there. Oh yeah. Bring that to... It's a bit of a small tractor to be doing that with. Maybe it can handle it. I don't know. We'll supply our greenhouses with water. Our honey is full too. See, the honey just magically appeared right away. The eggs did not. Yeah, there's lots to do on the farm here now. I'm going to continue playing this map and Ground Hall at the same time. We're starting with bigger equipment right away. Like with equipment that we have already, fairly big tractors. And the field the size as we have them, it shouldn't be too slow of a start. That's a horrible pallet stacking job, but they're not falling over. So there's that. Okay, so Jess needs to pick a job while I'm running downstairs to do laundry. Do a combine harvesting? Okay. I will finish with watering and then I'll jump in a harvester and get that prepped unless you get there first. Welcome back. Yeah, he was probably eating and now I'm gonna get hungry and I'm gonna want to go eat. Oh, I feel distracted today. Just feel distracted. Yep, restless. Mac and eggs. Mac and eggs? Instead of mac and cheese? So that would be like... So mac and cheese with eggs or just macaroni? Macaroni noodles with eggs mixed together like a salad? Mac and egg salad. I don't know. Whatever the combination is, I've never had it. Macaroni and eggs in a frying pan mixed. And some ketchup in there. Mmm. That actually sounds really appetizing. Really simple, fast and easy to make, and appetizing. There's our harvester. Which header did you want? If you just had dinner and I'm making you hungry, that's Iron Thunder's fault, and your dinner must have not been any good if you're still hungry. Grains? Which field are you going to? Go down to the oat. Actually, I'll let you take this. and I'll bring the truck down. Where is the truck? You must have been in the truck when I went. There we go.
No, you're right.
You can order pizza late at night. Your pizza must be so different than American pizza. Okay, so how do I sit in your cab again? Oh, flying might work. How do I do that again? Hmm? No. And then it does? Where?
When you were in with J, you was able to see Q.
Q and E. There we go. Oops. Okay. I'll be right back. Your pizza is spicy. No, we're not spicy. Like all the Pakistani East Indian people that come here all hate our food because of the lack of spice. Anyway, I'll be right back. Go run downstairs, get laundry. You guys can watch mini farming as Jess harvest this oat. Oats are the best looking grains, at least in Farming Sim. They look fluffy. Well, they are fluffy in real life too, aren't they? At least puffed oats are. All right. So she's harvesting this. Let's we've been doing a lot of that. We'll save that for a little later. Let's look at our vineyard. I want to make the vineyard bigger. And thank you. I am back, and so are some of you. Vineyard's doing good there. Don't have to do anything with the vineyard. I'm going to... Sure. That tractor seems like a good tractor to try. Cut some grass. Make sure we don't cut the what is that? Canola. Yeah, it looks like canola. I'm not going to use GPS for this small little field. What's that? Yeah, it's too small and too many rocks and trees and stuff in the way to set up GPS. You're going to tickle me for my clearing throat thing? Courseplay has an automatic bale collection thing. Yeah, I've got to learn Courseplay. Oop. that was a fail. There we go. I think I'm glad Courseplay came out right as you're releasing Gnantal. Because I feel like a 4X map definitely requires Courseplay. Oops. There we go. Let's hit the right buttons. And we're not going to actually bale this stuff. We're just going to grab the forage trailer and put it straight into our fermenting silo. 'You might make a new riding video. Which bike are you going to take out? £108 now. Yeah, I'm glad I have my weather and not yours. Yeah, I think those are nice little dirt bikes. Really good bikes to get good practice on. What temperature is room temperature? 23, so that'd be what? Fahrenheit 72-ish? 72, 73? I think something like that. Don't know Fahrenheit well enough to be sure of that answer. 23 Celsius, yeah, but what is it in Fahrenheit? I'm guessing 72, 73. .4 Fahrenheit. Okay, I was close. Wait, do Americans and the rest of the world not agree what room temperature is? Yeah, I prefer just to stay in Celsius. I have a feeling the US is going to convert to metric sooner than later. As the US loses its superpower status. Oh, I cut this here last time, but I didn't actually collect it. Well, I guess we could just cut it again and... Yeah, I think as the US kind of loses its superpower status, it's going to slowly switch over to metric system, I think. I mean, we'll see. Maybe they'll be stubborn and stick to, but they got enough immigrants that I think they're going to be forced to at least partially switch over. Doing good, Shorts. Doing good. You're right. They are going backwards on a bunch of stuff. Why would they go forward on anything? True enough. You have 2 questions for me. What's the first question? Yes. During that time? Feel free. I'm not all into that, but if they are into it, then it'd be fun to do with a group. Yeah, with a toddler, it'd be fun to do. even though I'm not into it. Yep, I'm up for that. I'm okay with that as well. Sure, I'm okay with that. I'm fairly hungry. I'm super agreeable. I'm just agreeing with everything she says. You know, when she has good ideas, it's hard not to agree. I'm not saying those ideas are good very often, but this time they're all good ideas for sure. Well, I don't know. I think China is catching up quick. We'll see. China will be our new overlords, aren't they? Or are they already our overlords? Yeah, but the U.S. is so dependent on other people's oil too, right? Canadian oil is pretty big too. I turn the engine off. How do I turn the lights off? That button. It's crazy how dependent countries are on each other economically right now. A shortage in China means a shortage worldwide, right? Yeah, it's all politics. It's all politics. How do we make each other hate each other more? As long as we hate each other, we're not going to rebel against our own government. So it's all politics. Make us hate each other, right? So that's how you control a population. You know how medieval times they had peasants that worked for a king? They didn't actually have their own. They were dependent on the king. I think we're just modern day peasants. We never have enough money to get forward anywhere in life, but just enough money to survive. Modern day peasants. We should go check it through though and see. I noticed my last trip actually had 12 more miles on there than I actually traveled. So I got overpaid by 12 miles on that one. That's why if I'm shorted by 10 miles on the trip here and there, I also get overcharged on some trips. So as long as I'm not out 100 miles, just looking at my payday, and it's a decent payday. Well, I didn't mean to do that, but okay. Are you yawning? Ba-bing! Not my phone. I get paid by monthly. I get paid twice a month. So I get paid for from the 1st to the 15th, and then whatever days are left in the month, I get paid that on the second payday. So 15 days of pay on the first payday, and then 14 to 16 days of pay on the second payday. Alright, sounds good, sure noob. Go check out Miss Marvel and let us know how you feel about it. I'm really enjoying the show. It's a little bit younger audience than but I'm still enjoying the show. and I get paid 78 cents a mile. So, and then I get paid extra for border crossing, 20 bucks to cross a border. And then I get paid extra for 90 bucks extra for tarping. And then while I'm waiting to unload, if it's longer than 2 hours, I get hourly rate at quite a low number, but better than sitting. What's that? Okay, maybe I'm not low. It's higher than I thought. Jess goes, actually, you get paid decently for hourly. I'm like, okay, never mind then. But I would make more money driving than sitting there. But still, I get money for sitting there. I literally get paid money for sitting there, sometimes 7 to 9 hours. I pull up my laptop and play video games and I get paid. So can't complain about that. Just says it's 29 bucks an hour while I'm playing video games. $29.50 while I'm playing video games. $30 for wide load. In the winter I get paid 20 bucks to chain up every single time. And if there's more than one drop or one pick, that's extra how much? Extra $20 for each extra drop. Oh, $28 for each extra pickup and $28 for each extra drop. Yeah, there's money. The trucking industry is so desperate for more drivers. There's money in trucking now. Yeah, my brother-in-law does part-time trucking and makes a ton of money there too. It's hard to say if you made what I get paid by the hour because it depends how fast I'm driving and how many mountains I'm going over. And tarping, 90 bucks, takes me, I can get a load tarped in 45 minutes, untarped in about half an hour. But usually I take my time tarping the load. I've learnt my lesson enough there. I'd rather take my time, so I usually take an hour and a half to tarp. Hour and a half to tarp, half an hour to unload. That's 90 bucks. So 2 hours of work, 90 bucks. Canadian. That's 45 bucks an hour to tarp. Yeah, I'll tarp any load they want me to tarp. Sometimes it's pouring rain or windy and it's really obnoxious and you hate the job, but once you remember how much money you're making to do it, it's not so bad. So if I'm getting 78 cents a mile, here, let's go 0.78 times, let's say I'm driving at 100 kilometers per hour, which would be 60 miles an hour. So if I'm driving at 100 kilometers per hour, full speed limit, I'm getting $46.80 an hour. Most of the time that's not true. Most of the time I'm going a lot slower than that. But if I'm driving at full speed, I'm making really decent cash. If that's fully loaded. If I'm empty, I'm only getting paid 52 cents a mile, I think. If I don't have a load on the back, if I'm running empty. But still, 52 cents a mile running empty. Then of course the government takes most of it in taxes. Like literally, my last payday, about $2,000 went to taxes. No, if you look at all the, well, I guess not just all taxes, but all the rest of the deductions, it's pretty darn close to $2,000. Maybe it's $1,700. Just says not on this payday. Well, the one before it was $1,700. You have to pay for health benefits and all that stuff too, right? Yeah, people always say Canada has free health care. Well, not really. Everybody that has a job pays into that health care system. Yeah, and then we also pay extra, not just into the government health care, we pay into our insurance health care that for dental and stuff like that too. Yeah, we pay a lot on taxes. A lot. So yeah, gross, I can see a payday that says I've got paid $4,000, but I'm nowhere near close to what I get. How much personal info is on my payday? Can I show a payday? No, the actual payday, the paycheck. It shows our home address and everything? Okay, so I can't show that. Maybe I could edit one and edit out all the personal information and just show you the deductions. I'm not a person that's afraid of telling people how much I get paid, because how else are people going to know if they're interested in the job? Some people take it very personally when I say how much money I get paid, and they get very jealous and go, I'm not giving you anything because you're making... I'm like, I didn't ask for anything. And people react to that and go, you get paid this much a month? It's like, yeah, but I also pay an extremely high amount of money for renting our apartment and our groceries, and like that's our phone bill and electricity. It's all really high too. So some places of the world you make a lot less money, but you also pay a lot less into your cost of living. What? I think that's it. Let's pack this up. It's the wrong button. Okay, so this last payday, I got how much deductions? So that right there, yeah.
Well,
It still has my address up on top. You have to cut that off. Yeah. Jess is working on it. A lot of companies don't want you to talk about your payday. And every job I've had, I tell everybody about my payday. Why? Because how else are you going to know you're getting paid fairly compared to the next guy? My previous job, I got in a bit of trouble for doing that because we found out my coworker had been working there longer than I had, and she was getting paid quite a bit less than me and was better at her job than I was. She was better at the job, worked there longer than me, and was getting paid less money. And I had no worries about telling her exactly what I got paid and encouraged her to do something about that. If we don't share how much we get paid, how do we know we're getting paid fair compared to the other people? Yeah, a lot of time government brought minimum wage up. The company, all the people that were under minimum wage got a pay raise, but anybody that was just above the minimum wage didn't get anything. So you could literally quit and come back and get paid exactly what you were getting paid before, often more. There were some weird practices like that. So sharing paydays is actually important to prevent yourself from being cheated. Yeah, it made me quite mad too. Especially most of the time I ended up being on the better side of the equation. It was most of the time my coworkers that got gypped. Not always, I got gypped every now and then too, but and yeah, a lot of cultures it's like such a private thing not to talk about your payday. And yes, people get jealous. It's weird that people get jealous. Like, I work really hard to make the money I make. Nobody should be jealous because of the money I make. You got distracted, didn't you? All right, sounds good, Wild West. Well, all minimum rate, raising the minimum wage, all that does is make cost of living go higher. Every time you raise the minimum wage, so the people working at the minimum rate now have to get paid more. So if you go out to eat at a place and they get paid minimum rate, now they get paid more, so your food just got more expensive. Your plumbing got more expensive. All the trades, everything out there just got more expensive. So all you did was pass the money on. You don't actually get more money. It's like you're not actually getting a raise. You're not even keeping up with inflation. That's how they keep us as peasants. Exactly. Full circle there. Okay, since Jess got distracted, did you edit the top out? Okay, just send it to me. Minimum wage is a way of controlling people just like printing money is. Every time you print out money for bailouts, you make the money worth less money. So let's say I worked hard and saved myself up money, and I've got $100 saved up. And then the boss man goes, you know what, here, everybody, I'm going to give everybody an extra money. We're going to print some extra money. Everybody's going to have an extra $100. Woohoo, now I have $200. But everybody else has an extra $100. So my $200 is now actually worth less than my original $100 was. And governments have done this forever. Like the fall of Rome. They literally recalled all their coins, like all their silver coins, and mixed in copper and then resent it back out. So that one coin, which was a day's wages, is still a day's wages, but now there's a lot less silver in it. And now my day's wages doesn't seem to go as far. You're still paying me a day's wage, but I can no longer buy a piece of bread with that day's wage, right? So I feel North America, a lot of the world, is at the spot of just economic collapse, right? We're right before that. We're right at that knife edge. If we print a little more money, it wouldn't be hard to collapse the economy, just like Russia did in the Cold War. That could happen to Western countries. People that don't think that could happen are blind and are living in a magical world. It could happen. It's happened to civilizations from the beginning of time. As long as there's record of time, it's been happening to huge superpowers. My email? Okay, check my email. No subject. Open that. There we go. Okay, let's see what. So I got paid $3,882. And then they took out. That's not that bad on this one. This is. There's more deduction. Once a month, there's more deduction. So this one's not bad at all. The one before that would have been a lot higher. So I made $3,882, but I only got $2,755. So yeah, it's only $1,100 that got deducted off of this one. That's not bad at all. The other one has more deductions. But so far this year, the government has taken 13 grand from me. So that's end of June, so half a year. In half a year, they've taken 13 grand from me. So over the year, full year will be about 26 grand that the government has taken from me. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I can handle that. That's no issue there. So yeah, we get CPP, IE, and federal income tax taken off, and then other stuff over here. If everyone stopped paying taxes, well, the government would collapse, but the government is way top heavy. I don't mind paying taxes. If this $1,000 got used in proper ways, I wouldn't mind paying it at all. But I don't feel that my money's being used properly. I think our government is a little too top heavy. A little? Okay. Personally, I think it's way too top heavy. But I also think there should be some social programs out there. We need to pay some taxes. But some of the places my tax money goes to, I think is ridiculous. But you have to remember that. Where'd that go? Did I close it? That 1,000 of that went to just our apartment. So now I only have $1,700. And then food for the week, that's another $200. So now it's $1,500. And then cell phone was another $100. So that's $1,400. And then internet, and then our electricity bill and all of that. So I end up having a lot less money than that. Yes, that's where we are. In fact, we're paying cheap for our apartment. Most of our apartments. In fact, we've lived here long enough. We've lived here, what, 15 years? Give or 14 years? We're paying a lot less than all our neighbors. We have to be super careful not to make our landlord. We have to be super careful not to give our landlord any excuse to kick us out. We have to dot our I's, cross our T's, because they are desperate to kick us out. Because if they can kick us out, they're literally going to charge $300, $400, even $500 more for this unit. So very likely if we stopped paying rent here and then immediately moved back in, we'd probably be paying $1,300, between $1,300 and $1,500 instead of what we're paying now. So we have to be super careful not to get the landlord any excuse to kick us out. And luckily, British Columbia has a lot of laws in favor of the renter. So it'd be hard for them to kick us out if we don't give them any good reason. The only way they could really get rid of us right now would be what we call renoviction. If they decided to renovate. So they would have to, and they used to just do that. They'd kick people out and say, hey, we put in new floors, we renovated, and now yes, you can come back and continue renting your apartment, but it's going to be $300 more than it was before. They call it renoviction. Nowadays, you're not allowed to do that. You have to actually do legitimate renovations. And yes, this is a one-bedroom apartment. Yeah, oh yeah, we have to share our laundry room, yes. Yeah, we don't get our own laundry room. So that's why whenever people think how much money I make, it's like, also look at how much I have to pay to live here in the beautiful Okanagan. It is not cheap. That is why we have a goal of becoming homeless. We literally have a goal of becoming homeless. Imagine what you could do with an extra $1,000 living in an RV and be homeless. We want to get Starlink internet, have solar panels all over the top of that RV. The initial investment's going to be fairly expensive. But we literally have a goal of becoming homeless. And then the goal is, once we are homeless and we've got it all figured out, is to help other people that need help. We always like taking care of other people, so we want to try to do more of that. So if we can get our YouTube channel big enough that we can just travel and help people, and do both. We can travel, enjoy the beautiful landscapes, and help people. So we have fun and helping people, that'd be pretty awesome. But I have to become YouTube famous for that. What do we have to do? We have to make an RV a pilot vehicle so that we can pilot wide loads. You could actually legally do that with a pickup with a camper on the back. If you got a big pickup, camper on the back, get the wide load signs, you could pilot big rigs all over Canada and the US and live in the back of a camper. Just get a big ton truck with dualies on the back, huge camper on the back. You could literally be a pilot car, get paid to travel, and doing YouTube videos. Get paid for piloting a big rig, a wide load. Get paid for the YouTube videos, and get to see the world. Jess has got it all figured out. Yeah, it would make good video. We'd still be in the trucking industry. I don't know. It would be pretty cramped living in a camper, though. One person, that'd be easy to do. Easy to do. 2 people, that'd be pretty cramped. It'd be a really good theory. Jess definitely has the master plan. My issue is the space. I would like a little more space than a big camper. Like some of those campers get pretty big. I don't know. I'm not completely opposed to that idea. Our semi would have less space than that camper would, yes. Are homes expensive in Canada? Yeah. Depends on where you go. In Penticton, probably going rate is, it used to be $500,000. It's going to be 700,000 now. For a very simple home here, be about 700 grand. I don't know what the average. Jess is looking it up. If you go like to Saskatchewan, that same home would be about 300 grand. So it depends on where you live. Cost of living varies dramatically because it's such a big country. But also the wages are a lot lower in Saskatchewan too, right? So. Well, send me the link. Send the link and I'll click on it. Oh, just in chat. So there's some cheap ones in here. Let's pull it up. So 1.3 grand, 2 garage. Here, look, a simple little home, pretty generic home, 7.7, 339 for a condo. So this is just like a shared living. Like this is one long big building with many people living in it. So it's a big condo. That's a condo as well, where basically it's like renting an apartment, like a 1-bedroom apartment. That's what you're paying for it. So those are cheaper, but those aren't houses. Condo, that's 4 people live in that house. So you're buying a quarter of a house for that. So this house right here, it's divided into quarters, so 349 you're paying for a quarter of the house. That's 2 garage doors, 700. Tiny little house, no garage at all, 600. That's a shared house again. You're only buying half a house, 400. Some of these are also seniors only. Those are usually cheaper too. And that one's not bad. It's only 15 million for that one there. On the lake, fancy house. Is that a duplex? Can't tell. Not sure. It seems too cheap for just a general, for that size of house. It's probably duplex. It looks like it's mirrored half and half, so it's probably two. You're only buying half that house. Here's just a small little house, no garage, no driveway. You have to park on the, maybe you can park on the backyard. There might be an alleyway and park on the backyard, but that's almost $1 million. Depends on location in town. Look at that tiny little narrow house, 700 grand. So yeah, that's the houses that are for sale here in Penticton right now. Oh, Jess says food is ready. Okay, I better go then. So yeah, I might make a decent amount of money. The government takes a big chunk of it, and then cost of living takes the rest. We are saving up a decent amount of money. We're pretty frugal with our money, so we do save a lot because we want to buy an RV. Maybe we'll go with Jess's master plan. I still have reservations about Jess's master plan, but we have time to think about it. We're thinking in about a year, year and a half to go for this. So that's our current plan. In a year, year and a half, we may be making some major life-changing decisions. I would like to make these life decision changes and continue trucking for at least a while until we have stuff figured out. But being homeless in the summer, easy. Being homeless in the winter, not so easy. But maybe we can rent a plot in the winter. It won't be in the Okanagan, and it'll be easily $1,200 a month to rent a plot, but it's not much worse than what we're paying now, and that's only going to be in the winter, so. You could also buy a pad and then, yeah, you could also buy a pad and then, whoops, and have storage and stuff, and yeah, you'd have to look, and we have to make decisions, but yeah. As far as in terms of gaming, take a look at Deep Rock Galactic. It's a fun game, playing with dwarves, mining, and shooting bugs. Milo, I was wondering what happened to you. You did say there was like thunderstorm warnings and stuff like that, hot weather, so power went out. Well, we're leaving because my food is getting cold beside me, so I better bail out over here. So let's save and quit here. That was the wrong button. And take a quick look at this game that I just bought like 3 games, so I'm not going to be buying any games, but let's take a look at this. Deep Rock Galactic. Where's my Steam? Steam Store Deep Rock. Overwhelmingly positive. Okay, I'll throw it on my wish list. currently have quite a bit on my wish list.
Oh, nothing for the one
I've got a couple of things on the wish list. Jess says it's short compared to her wish list. Oh, we did also buy a Steam Deck. Well, we put a deposit down. Who knows when we'll get it. So this way, when Jess is in the big rig trucking with us, she can be on the Steam Deck while I'm on the laptop. So we have ordered a Steam Deck, the 256 gigabyte one. Oh yeah, see, I can cancel reservation.
Yeah, it would be like $5.
Expected availability October 2022, so or later, so might have it by Christmas. So yeah, we've ordered that. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, I am out of here. I'm gonna go eat some food. Thank you guys so much. You guys absolutely rock. Hopefully, Iron Thunder, you learned some stuff about Canada. Adios. Oh, that's Jess's. You guys rock. There we go. Oh, all screwy there.
Now, this video is brought to you in part by the letter C and these YouTube members. Cookie starts with C. What other things start with C? Oh, who cares what other things? C is for cookie, and that's good enough for me. Thanks for watching. Nom 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 nom.
Oh, and there's a pretty good chance I'll be doing a live stream tonight. Or if not me, James will be doing a live stream tonight. We plan on having a live stream tonight, so we're going to be playing a game you've never seen us play before. Unless something comes up, that'll be happening tonight, so I'd say in about 7-8 hours from now. You guys rock.